Summer's almost over, and what's one of the things that we miss the most on keto? If you're like me, then the answer is ice cream. So today, that's what we're gonna make. So let's do it. What's going on? I am the KetoFitChef. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to make awesome keto and low carb recipes, as well as get other fitness and nutritional tips, then start by subscribing and hitting the bell notification button so you don't miss out on a video. Now to a mixing bowl, add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. To the heavy whipping cream, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Now you can use whatever cocoa powder you want. I prefer Hershey's 100% unsweetened cocoa powder. It only has 1 net carbs, which is pretty low. Next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now, since everybody likes their own level of sweetness, I just give mine a quick squirt, and I like to use this liquid stevia from Walmart. Now it's time to get your workout in. I like to just grab my whisk and whisk by hand. You can use a blender attachment or egg beaters or whatever you decide to use. Me, I just like to get on there and use some good old-fashioned elbow grease. Now you're just going to want to keep beating till it starts to thicken. You don't want it to quite become the consistency of a mousse, but you do want it to become a little thicker. Now with any recipe, you want to just give it a little taste, see where you're at, see if you need to add a little sweetness, but this one is good. Now in a small ramekin or bowl, we're going to add 1/4 cup of natural peanut butter. I like to use Smucker's Natural. Just remember, when you're buying peanut butter, the only ingredient you want to see is peanuts and maybe salt. Now it's time to add sweetener to the peanut butter. I'm using the caramel flavored Sweet Drops flavored with stevia. That way we can add a little bit more depth of flavor. And then we're just going to take our spatula and we're just going to give that a good mix, stirring it thoroughly. Grab your spoon and, like I always say, taste, taste, taste. And this one also is good. Now take your peanut butter with your rubber spatula and just go ahead and add it to your ice cream mixture. Then go ahead with your spatula and just give it all a good mix, making sure that all the peanut butter is incorporated throughout the entire ice cream mixture. At this point, it should begin to take on the characteristics of a mousse, but not quite as thick. You don't want to make it too thick because otherwise you won't get that nice rich creaminess of an ice cream. Now with your spatula, just go ahead and clean up the sides of your bowl, making sure that it's all pressed down nice and smooth. Now take a sheet of plastic wrap covering your ice cream mixture, making sure that you're pushing down so that way you don't get a film on the top of your ice cream. Now go ahead and take your ice cream and throw it in the freezer for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes have passed, just take it out, take a spoon, and just mix it up. That way you get it nice and airy and fluffy. So that way you get that creamy consistency of ice cream. Once you've got it mixed again, go ahead and put the plastic back on, pushing down again, and then putting it back in the freezer for at least 1 to 3 hours. Once 3 hours has passed, your ice cream will be ready. Now this ice cream does serve 2, so just go ahead and grab an ice cream scooper and just give yourself 2 nice big scoops. Now the only thing that can make this ice cream better is some kind of topping. I'm going to grab me a fat bomb that I've made in the freezer. And I'm just going to chop it up And I'm going to take it and throw it right on top of that ice cream. And there we have it, chocolate peanut butter keto friendly ice cream, and it looks awesome. Now I'll let you be the judge, but how good does that look? It looks amazing in my opinion, but like I always say, what's important is how good does it taste, and that's what we're gonna find out. Nice and creamy like ice cream. Okay. That's good, real smooth. Chocolate peanut butter. If you guys haven't guessed by now, chocolate and peanut butter is my favorite. I will be doing other flavors of stuff, but why not stick with the favorites? So this is very easy. I know that a lot of people like the Halo Tops and the Enlightens for their convenience, but really, how convenient is it when you actually have to go drive to the store to get it, when you can make this in 10 minutes? It takes a little while for it to set up, but if you know ahead of time, you don't have to go anywhere to get it. And as far as price goes, they're around $5 a carton, which is pretty expensive for the amount of ice cream that you get. And this probably costs you like less than $1, to be honest with you. So it's delicious. You can make it any way that you want, any flavor. It's up to you. So the only limits to the type of ice cream that you can make is what's in your imagination. So with that being said, thank you for stopping by. Stay awesome, and I'll see you soon.